Welcome back. I'm Michael Bull, and this is the Commercial Real Estate Show. Well, today we're exploring the U.S. office market. Please welcome my next guest, David Ford. David is a CPM. He's also VP of Property Management with Transwestern. David Ford, thanks for joining us today.
Hey, thank you, Michael. I'm happy to be here.
Well, David, the first thing I'd like to ask you is what are some of the major concerns for office owners and asset managers, investors today? Is sustainability one of those concerns?
It's on the forefront here in California. I think we have several indicators that are driving that. One of them is AB 1103, which was passed in November 2007. This year, currently, all building owners over 50,000 feet are required to report into Energy Star all their electricity, gas, and water consumption, and setting that up in the Energy Star system. So it's a way of every owner reporting their energy use. It's also going to be required to turn over that report for any sales going down the road. And also, as far as for increasing that capability, they're also going to reduce that down to 10,000 feet buildings starting in July.
Well, that's interesting because what sometimes starts in California ends up all over the country.
Well, and they're even raising the bar on that. We have Title 24 kicking in later this year. And this is going to be much more aggressive, where they're going to be requiring dimmable lights on all south-facing exposures. Even the task lighting in your workstations are now going to have to be connected through the energy management lighting system. They're really trying to drive reducing energy costs, lighting costs, by about 17% with this law mandated, with a lot of LED lighting. We're talking about increasing the cost for tenant improvements, though, by anywhere, the range is somewhere between 10 and 20% for this additional wiring and control work that's going to be required under this Title 24 coming down the pike.
Wow, that is significant. And but I guess the saving grace is you do get some cost savings. And what are some of the sustainable improvements that have the fastest return for property owners today?
Well, clearly a lot of the PG&E had a lot of the rebates that were out there for many years. A lot of those have expired. I think today everyone still goes back and looks at variable speed drives on any of their motor controls. LED lighting is the big drive right now. I think that the high cost, the barriers of entry are coming down. The cost of lighting is being reduced. And clearly the energy savings with the heat load on the LED lighting seems to be the real focus right now, is for ways of saving energy in these office buildings.
Okay. And we just heard from Walter Page, and he said your market there in San Francisco is hot. What's going on there?
Well, we actually are experiencing quite a new gold rush here in the Bay Area, and it seems like the mother lode is coming through downtown San Francisco. We've had about 15 quarters of strong demand. We're currently at about an 8% vacancy factor. We got rental rates that are in the $70 range, and sales pricing now for Class A institutional product in downtown San Francisco is over $700 a foot. Wow. Now, when you talk about those kind of values, that's also driving a lot of development. We have over 3 million square feet of construction underway in San Francisco right now. There's 25 cranes looking over the skyline. That's very exciting, but the other flip side of that is we actually have, out of that 3 million square feet, I would say 60% of that is already pre-leased. So as far as for the absorption, it looks like we're going to pretty much stay status quo, and we expect to fill most of this new construction before it's completed.
Wow, that's good to see those birds in the sky, those cranes, right? And I want to ask you, what about trends in the marketplace? I mean, you see a lot of build-outs, you see a lot of tenants using their space. What is an interesting trend that might surprise people?
Well, what's unique about the San Francisco marketplace is it's more than the .com. It's really more the social media and the high-tech crowd. So we're now looking at going from an institutional back office type layouts to now this more of a high-tech use, which is they're really more looking at a volume than layout. So we're basically going into these institutional buildings, and owners are spending up to $70 a foot just to open up the ceilings and take out the suspended ceiling, expose the HVAC and conduit in the ceilings, but at least then you have a 10 or 12 foot ceiling height. And then you're going to find these bench seating in everywhere with, density up to about 1 per 100 square feet. The other addition that we're finding in our office buildings today, which goes with this new culture, is lots of dogs and cats coming to work. Putting showers in every office building, and bike storage is required. So with this density, we have 8,000 apartments being built in San Francisco right now. So there's a lot of density that's increasing in not only in the office sector but in the housing sector. And so we are going through some struggling pains there on, trying to, increase the flow of traffic and reduce the car count. So everyone's required now to have spots for their bikes in the buildings. Showers need to be there for the employees, and then when they get there, they're also showing up with their dogs and cats and a density that we haven't seen before.
Well, David, thanks for joining us. For more from David, visit transwestern.net. I'm Michael Bull. This is the Commercial Real Estate Show. We'll be right back. The Commercial Real Estate Show is brought to you by Atlanta Office Liquidators, new and used furniture liquidators, France Media, publications and conferences, Florida International University, Real Crowd, and Bull Realty Commercial Brokerage, a great place to do business. For more information on these companies or to access additional podcasts, videos, or blogs, visit commercialrealestateshow.com.